I'm find jealous, yeah, no. I finna eating your friend now, and now she finna really on my rent now. Yeah, me, my me, bitch, I'm find jealous, yeah, no. I finna eating your friend now, and now she finna really on my rent now. Yeah, me, so forgetting you will love so it can ready choke. You choke, give me your body till I'm overdose. Your love, jelly all the time, truck is always overload. They want no Justin Bieber Billy, but I'm overdose.
Live from the King's Building in Monrovia, Broad and Buchanan Street, this is ABC 104. This is ABC 105.1 FM.
Montserrado, Home, Cape Mount, Buffalo, Mangibi, Boom, and everywhere you go. This is ABC Radio 105.1 FM.
Live from the King's Building in Monrovia, Broad and Buchanan Street, this is
ABC 105.1 FM.
Live from the King's Building in Monrovia, Broad and Buchanan Street, this is
ABC 105.1 FM.
All right, Thursday. Today is the 4th day within the 5th month, and it's 2023. And the time check is 19 past the hour of 6 o'clock. This is Traffic Talk, your regular road safety program that comes on every 6:15 and lasts up until 6:45. And today's edition is going to be a bit different. We bring you up to speed with the traffic congestions around town, as well as recapping the accident and casualty updates for the month of March, our safety tips, and then we want to interact with you today out there as our motorists, pedestrians, perhaps passengers. So my name is Martin Fagan, saying welcome to the 4th edition, just before we wrap up this week. You know, as usual, when you drive around town, most commercial drivers say Thursday, the space is, as in the traffic, or this way they do commercial driving, it's a bit dry. Because, you know, not many folks leave their homes on Thursday. Some tend to have that adequate rest to come back to gather some resources for the weekend. And so Thursday, as usual, it's not much traffic. Even me tested the system this morning by getting on board a commercial vehicle to head to town. And obviously, I was within time. And so welcome to it right here. Today's edition promises to be great. Let me say hats up to all of our motorists. That includes our taxi drivers, our keke guys, our pimping guys, even our push and wheelbarrow guys. You are all part of motorists that ply the streets. And also to our pedestrians, those ones walking the sidewalk and crossing the major streets and crossing points. Our passengers, this one comfortably seated in a car headed towards their destination. Let me just bring you up to speed here with this very major traffic congestion spots within Montserrat, our urban area. Let's firstly start with 80-20th Street area today. There's always this build-up around the 20th Street area due to the red light and other multiple crossing from vehicles, passengers, and other motorists. And so if you're headed that way, just know that Inspector Mosey and the team there of LMP officers charged with the responsibility will make that easier means for you to mitigate through the traffic and get to your final destination. A quick trip at the Tottenham Boulevard and 72nd Boulevard intersection there. There's always this go slow because of the construction work being done further up, which is expected to be completed in a not too distant future at the EOW junction. Hoping that when it's completed, traffic will be lessened within that area. And also traffic around the Gabriel Tuckers Bridge headed towards the Bourgeois Island and the one headed towards town. It's always this goes slow due to the strategy being put in place by the public safety team to use a 2-lane leaving from Monrovia on the Gabriel Tuckers Bridge and a 1-lane heading towards town. Due to that, creates this go slow on the bridge, and always a traffic congestion before the Claratown store area that branch out to the Weckberg Avenue. There is a go slow around the Freeport area I noticed the other day using that route because of the road construction work being done around the former Africa Motors area to the Jimmy Carr Road Bushman Island site. And so there's this go slow due to the losing of the opposite lane to get by. There is this traffic around the Omega Market about this time due to the influx of goods coming from the rural parts to red light, and also street vendor contributing to the traffic because they take closely the streets for commercial purposes, and that is totally wrong as a contributing factor to the traffic within the spots. There is this build-up due to the road construction work being done around the watchtower in the Painesville belt because the back route is so small and narrow. We all have to make some adjustments within our driving and our schedules due to the fact that we want this wide and efficient roads to be built, and so we have to adjust. So those are our major traffic updates. Let me not forget about the Cardwell Bridge and the Railroad Bridge that links up Logantown, Mumbletown, and Cardwell. There's always a go slow within the spots due to the congestion of due to the narrowness of the road. There's always this huge congestion of traffic in the spots. So we are urging all of our motorists to exercise this high level of patience and care as they go about driving within the spots. Please make sure not to use the opposite lane. There is no such thing as a third lane. We as motorists must learn to drive within the confines of the traffic laws. Make sure to wear your seat belts, and also tell that passenger within the front seat to wear his or her seat belts. Reason is, it's a level of protection for you and that person. It wasn't put there by the producer and the manufacturer of those cars just for bluff. It's there to enhance your safety. So make sure you tell the guy in the front seat that wear your seat belts, and you show the example by wearing yours. We take a short break, come back and read our traffic safety quotation. Just tuning in, a reminder, the program is Traffic Talk on ABC Radio 105.1. A song just took that took my heart. By one of my colleagues playing it. Cheetah featuring Nuchi Mick. A fine piece right here. And so if you're stuck up in those traffics around town, you know, at times music is a natural therapy, an ease of the mind. You are stressed wanting to get home and stuck up in the traffic. Allow me to ease your mental tension and making sure that that driver can drive under a peaceful atmosphere to get you home safely in one piece, and certainly not in pieces. Stay tuned.
You come and you say you want me. I do everything you told me to say you need.
Live from the King's Building in Monrovia, Broad Buchanan. This is
and daddy, oh my baby, that looks happy. But are you feel my own like
we're sweet and goofy. You don't know one that knows my mood swings, and I just want you lying down in my bed now. Oh my mel, bitch I'm find jealous, I know. I feel eating your friend now, and I she feeling really on my rent now. Yeah mel, my mel, bitch I'm find jealous, I know. I feel eating your friend now, and I she feeling really on my rent now. Yeah mel. Getting you a love so you can ready to choke. You choke, give me your body till I'm overdose. Your love, jello all the time, truck is always overload. They want no just to be but Billy, but I'm overdose.
Live from the King's Building in Monrovia, Broad Buchanan Street. This is
at me like your uncle Basta. His lover, his trust, this thing bad. I've heard her. Oh,
my love, bitch, I'm a friend, jealous, I know. I feel eating your friend now, and now she feeling really on my rent now. Yeah, my love, bitch, I'm a friend, jealous, I know. I feel eating your friend now.
Many thanks to Samson Nimpern for adding this one to the playlist. A very fine song. Nuchi Mitch, a guy that has so much potential in Liberia entertainment. A guy that has the potential of taking Liberia entertainment to the world. A fine piece right here, a perfect collaboration in the future right here. Time check 29 minutes fast past the hour of 6 o'clock. If you are just tuning in, the program is Traffic Talk. The song is Cheetah. A fine piece right here. When we come back after this music break, we'll read our safety quotation, our safety tapes, and today we try to open up the phone lines and link up with Silimanjaro. Live from the the King's Builder in Monrovia, Broader Buchanan Street. This is
ABC 105.1 FM.
And so welcome back to it right here. Time is 29 past 6. The program again is Traffic Talk. And Traffic Talk, which is a regular feature presentation, always from Mondays to Fridays, from 6:15 to 6:45. I am that number one driver that speaks to the consciousness of other motorists, having them doing the right things within the traffic, being careful, being respectful of other road end users, and adapting those perfect and appropriate driving practices to the driving. And so welcome to Right About Now. We read our driving quotations for today. And it says, no matter how long the journey takes, and no matter how slow the journey may be, one thing is certain, that you will reach your destination safely in one piece and not in pieces, by being extra careful and mindful of your surroundings. So this applies to all of our motorists. That includes the SM Brussels guys, as in Pempe. Our guy who could have just turned right in the traffic, they call up Keke guy. And some other taxi driver guy who can just pull over and block the front taxi driver not getting passenger. This applies to all of you guys. No matter how long you drive, how long the journey may be, it's better you drive at a slower pace by being accurate and careful and calculating well, than speeding and being hissed and going to the grid beyond and digging that 6 feet hole for yourself and those people that entrusted their lives with you. I guess you only want that happening to you after leaving your families, just because you came to survive. And this one says, take care of your car in the garage, and the car will certainly take care of you on the road. How will you service your car? Every time it's going to be in a perfect running shape, and then it won't disgrace you in the street. Sometimes they put water there and get overheated. The brake won't, even though these things that are part of driving, the sport, it becomes faulty. But if you check them in the daytime, and always make sure you apply that proper maintenance care to your car, it wouldn't fail you in the public service. And so every time, make sure you know the Moko fee you're looking for, the object that helps you get the Moko fee, that you don't want to take care of it. Tell me, if that car breaks down, how do you go about being that great driver you think you are? It helps you. So the more you take care of it, service it, manage it, and maintain it, the better it will work in your interests and provide us food for the families. So drive slow and enjoy the scenery. Drive fast and enjoy the scenery. And so that's our safety quotation for the day. Let's now bring you some safety tips. That says, stay focused on the road and avoid distraction. That's our first safety tip here today. And staying focused means don't drink, don't drive. Buy yourself an earpiece or an AirPod to pick your phone calls. Your focus has to be due to being attentive on the road, avoiding out distractions. Distraction could be you talking on the phone, looking for the phone in the cabins of the car, trying to collect money from the passengers in the back, or talking as a biker riding and trying to make a phone call. That could be a distraction. So all these things put in place asks you to be focused on the road and avoid distraction. As a rider or driver, always learn not to be on the offensive side in driving. Being on the offensive side puts you at the higher risks of having accidents. Being defensive protects you and safeguards you and your passengers and protects other road end users. So defensive driving practice or riding should be something our motorists should learn to adopt today to save lives and property. Take extra care when you are driving at night, especially now that we've entered the rainy season. And at times, some parts of the city you drive is extremely dark, so it's actually necessary for you as a driver, rider, or road end user to be extra careful whenever you are on the streets at night. Because reason is the clarity of the weather of the environment is not the same as when it is at night. There are lots of things that impede driving at night, like darkness, limitation of street lights, brightening of high beamer lights from other vehicles that dull your eyesight at times. So all these things put together risks it at driving at night. So you as a driver needs to be extra careful when driving at night. Don't drive whenever you are tired, especially to our highway long distances drivers. Whenever you are tired, even those ones that are driving the urban areas and making sure people get from one part to another. Even when you're tired, my brother, the money you're looking for, if you fall apart, you won't be able to hustle. So our driving safety quotations say rest, pull over. If there's a need to rest, go home and rest. It won't take nothing out of you. The better rested you are, that's how you're going to be active when you drive and be attentive at night, especially those guys driving the long distances, going to the rural parts. So these are some recommendations from Traffic Talk that you, in case you are driving and feel tired, always have those caffeinated drinks. I'm not talking about the one mixed with the vodka. I'm talking about those caffeinated drinks like energy drinks will be necessary for you to drink. Go for a walk, so in case you feel exhausted and feel fatigue within your eyes. Just go for a 5 to 10 minutes walk. It helps to limit the sleep within your eyes. It protects you, and then you can move further on. Take a quick power nap, so in case you are going to an extra very long distance. If you don't rest at night, you must have an assistant driver. If it's only you, make sure you have been rested properly to drive better at night. And so those are our driving safety tips right here. We'll take our second music break. We'll come back. We'll link up with Kilimanjaro. Yes, it's Thursday, not much traffic. So allow us to entertain you today on Traffic Talk right here. Let's bring you something here by Sarkodie, something been recommended by my man who's producing me on the soundtrack this evening, Samson Nipper, the former Dan Coty, DJ Black. And this one is called Countryside. To all of our drivers driving the rural parts, as long distances, driving, cruising, coming to Monrovia and having ABC on your FM dial. This one is for you guys. It's Sarkodie featuring Black Sheriff. It's an all Ghanaian affair. Charlie Edison.
Can you hear this song? If you hear this song, get your kicks on. No time, my brother, we gone. We gone. You know, me a grow no more. We not for waste time for no pagan brothers. No more. They will see we for countryside.
Live from the King's Building in Monrovia.
They will follow man them go for countryside. If we die, they go see you. They go follow man them go for countryside. If we die, they go see you. They go follow man them go for countryside. If we die, they go see you. They go follow man them go for countryside.
Time no the wait for nobody what to fuck one. What to what so the waste time. Everybody get your own blessing. I touch my nasu with the so why you the hit man? By the time I'm ready so better when I be do I'm on the material and the baseline. People say me you hint me chin cause you are home. I'm in the daytime. If someone tell me what the love is. Tell me what I'm on the call back. I feel like the blame over all that.
King's Building in Monrovia.
When the good time comes, the money pile up for the countryside. If you don't wanna go see the people will stack on the ride inside.
They will see we for countryside. If you die, they go see we. They go follow man them go for countryside. If you die, they go see we. They go follow man them go for countryside. If you die, they go see we. They go follow man them go for countryside. follow man them go. For countryside.
If I think about the place where I came from and all the things that I've been through, it's kind of funny how you niggas wanna say something. See, the black me say, crowd me too. Cause I started off broke. Oh, mummy, I'm a call, but the nigga don't choke. Nobody for try me if you know they want smoke. I know it's hard, but I'm giving y'all hope. When you're feeling like the world is against you and you're back against the wall, God is gonna send you an angel. Now me baby, I go right on your floor, so don't stop. Stay strong. It'll be overnight, it will take long. When you go 10 times down, you go rise 10 times up. Sing along, nigga.
Can you hear this song? If you hear this song, get your kicks.
I'm telling you, a very fine piece right here, Sacco Dia alongside Black Sheriff, called Countryside. 20 minutes climbing up to the 7. In a bit, we go for commercial commitments, followed by the readings of our announcements and a continuation of low music till 7. 7 will bring you 45 minutes of news from our news and current affairs department here at the Atlantic Broadcasting Corporation, ABC Radio 105.1. And so let's just try to wrap it up quickly on the program Traffic Talk right here this evening. And our driving quotation says, no matter how long the journey takes and no matter how slow the journey may be, one thing that is certain, that you will definitely reach to your destination, that final resting point, safely showing keys. You tread carefully by respecting all driving rules, slowing down at every intersection, being helpful to the visually impaired, those vulnerable and disabled citizens, using your discretionary powers as a driver, a very professional chauffeur, to remember and respect the white king and know that you have to be helpful to other road end users and respecting the rules when it comes to driving by driving into the appropriate speed limits based upon the speed been given to you. And so safety is not a gadget, safety is a state of mind. And take care of your car in the garage. Take care of your car in the garage and the car will take care of you on the road. Drive slow and enjoy the scenery. Drive fast and join the scenery. Those are our traffic safety quotations right here. Remember to wear your seatbelts. Remember to wear your helmets. Make sure you check all of your cars, those stuff on the cars that helps you and aids you at night, like your light, especially us approaching the nighttime and in the rainy season. Those things helps enhance your safe driving practice. So make sure you have them being checked as usual, as frequent as you can. Don't let them break down on you in a situation that you try to blame the car. No, you should learn to check them before these things come about. So that's how we like to wrap it up today on today's edition here on the program Traffic Talk. A reminder to our drivers, riders, and keke guys: don't do abrupt turns. Don't fly over plus as a pimping guy. And wherever you see those traffic congestion, except the police give you the authorization to use the turn lane, then you can do so. But if you do so on your own, it is wrong and it's not right to be done. I'll talk to you tomorrow evening on the final presentation right here. The name is Martin, your driver, your keke guy, and your pimping guy. I'm telling you goodbye. Stay tuned.